Live from the campus of the University of Alabama, it's WVUA-TV's live coverage, the 2011 Homecoming Parade.
Hello there and welcome to Homecoming 2011. Lynn Brooks with you today alongside the First Lady of Alabama football, Ms. Terry Saban, joining us now for the third year in a row.
It's getting to be a tradition.
It is. And speaking of tradition, you couldn't find a place more steeped in tradition than the University of Alabama, and so evident today with this being Homecoming Day.
I can't think of a place I would rather be anywhere in the world than right here on this campus under this beautiful sky.
And gorgeous out here, lots of football fans here, and it seems like the crowd maybe just a little bigger than we've had in years past.
Well, my neighbors were talking about that who've been here for a long time, and they were saying that the streets are crowded and they feel like there's a little more excitement in the air than they've seen in the past. Certainly a lot more people.
That's right, and I see, I can't help but notice this little piece of jewelry here.
Yes.
You don't see those very often, so
this
nice
old thing.
That old thing. What we have going on here?
That's our national championship. It's actually the top of the ring that the coaches and players received for the national championship, and I was lucky enough to get this little pendant, and maybe I'll get another someday. You never know.
And I think we could get a shot of that, or maybe not, but it's quite unique.
Nice. They say nice. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. National championship pendants are a girl's best friend.
As you would know. Not many ladies have those. They don't have those.
It's pretty special.
Certainly a lot of things going on around campus. Of course, we're waiting on the homecoming parade, but even before the parade rolls through, so many events happen all around campus. We're going to take you to some video from last night. The big pep rally and bonfire. There you see some Alabama football players were out there. Also, of course, the coach is always out there. The Bama cheerleaders always bring excitement to any event. Eli Gold there.
Nick was actually there. He said it was a wonderful event and very well attended and a lot of spirit. He said it was a good evening.
And he's pretty good at getting people fired up. That's the understatement of the year. But
that's true. I think he's putting a lot of pressure on the fans, and they are responding. I'm really proud of the atmosphere that we have in our stadium, and I just watch it every week getting better. And Nick's real pleased with it. He's very happy about it. The players really respond to the crowd.
They sure do. It makes a big difference. And something else they respond to, the bonfire. The video pretty much tells the whole story. The Alabama ROTC was recognized for putting this bonfire together last night. They've been doing this on the quad since back in 1920. Little young fans coming out, some of them for their first game. And nothing to get you more fired up on a chilly fall evening.
It's just part of the tradition. It's one of the things we do.
And doing a nice little dance there.
Twirl. I used to twirl like that.
You were a twirler.
I was a little cheerleader. As a matter of fact, when Nick was a Pop Warner football player, and I was a cheerleader, and my skirt at that time, the full skirts used to go down to your ankle.
Right.
And I used to twirl in front of Nick to try to get his attention.
It obviously worked.
Perhaps.
Twirl. Something else that's attention grabbing, the lawn decorations out on Sorority Row. Take a look at this. So much time and preparation and work on the part of the students. The entire university really gets involved, even though it's done by the Greek organizations. This is called pomping. And I think you know a thing or two. Your daughter's had to do some pomping before, right?
That's right. I don't know if you've been to the Rose Bowl, but what a gorgeous parade that is. And everything is actually, you're pomping with flowers there. Everything has to be live flowers. But I believe this pomping is with, is it tissue paper?
Tissue paper and chicken wire.
And chicken wire.
Can you believe they can do all this with tissue paper and chicken wire? I mean, it's really amazing. I mean, an art form you don't see very often.
No, I'm anxious to see who the winners are this year too.
Yes, we'll stay tuned and find out. Also, lots of fun on Sunday with the big 5K run and walk. It's the official kickoff to all the events celebrating homecoming week. The route goes all through UA's campus, starting at the Gorgas Library. And for people who really can't run just yet, maybe they're in my sort of same physical condition, they could walk, but organizers say great turnout for that this year. Another event that happened for a great cause, the Susan G. Komen Powder Puff football game. 11 teams squaring off on the field, raising awareness for breast cancer And all of them were sponsored by University of Alabama organizations, and of course proceeds benefiting the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And the winner was the Chi Omega sorority.
Oh, very good.
Lots of fun. And you can't go anywhere, Terry, without seeing something that says Roll Tide. This is something that happens every year, that paint the town red. A big tradition all around town. You see the storefronts being painted up. And again, all that happens by students. So they're not just working on the campus, they're also out and about.
I actually have a couple of stores in town where the owners will call me if they get anything in red new. And so I'll say, well, why don't you put it behind the counter and make sure I see it before Sandy Witt does, because she'll grab it.
You don't want to have matching outfits.
No, they'll have to get there first.
But you look fabulous today. So whoever did this outfit did a fantastic job. Looks wonderful.
Thank you, my dear.
Alabama students also helping out with the cause of beating hunger and homelessness. They did what they call this year the UA Can Formation Competition, and if you look closely, all these creations, elephants, etc., all that is done with canned food or non-perishable food items. This will go into the Beat Auburn, Beat Hunger food drive, and no matter who wins the Beat Auburn, Beat Hunger food drive, all of it is
we all win
for a worthy cause.
True.
And here locally, that will be the West Alabama Food Bank, so a great cause.
We all win, Lynn, but I have to tell you, Auburn won last year by just a few little mouths of food, so we need to work a little harder this year.
Let's beat Auburn. Let's do that. And we're going to take a quick break. Lots more action from homecoming in 2011. When we come back, you're watching WVUA, Alabama's home team.